Oh, what do we have here? It's another Sega Master System game. That's what we have here. My Hero. Another game I know absolutely nothing about. I've never even heard anybody talk about this. Oh, what do we got here? Oh man, look at that! Look at that! That punk just... Okay. We may as well play the actual game instead of just watch a little demo. So, we get decked out by a punk, and he completely steals our girl. We have a jump kick button and a punch button. You can only jump kick. You can't just jump independently. You gotta do a full jump kick. Oh, okay. I see. One hit, and you're down and out for the count. That seems to be a little questionable. But who am I to say that they designed the game wrong, you know? I'm not a game designer, although pretty much anybody could be back in the day, you know? Look at that dude. Like how you can just kick a bottle and then it immediately starts flying horizontally. Dang, you don't want to punch too soon or else you'll just kind of bait yourself into getting punched in the head. Seems like the jump kick is definitely the most effective technique you've got. Oh, but you don't want to land wrong or you'll get punched like that. And look at that, game over. You know, a very quick game over, as I expected. I don't know what the point of this game is. It's like Sega was like, they needed their own version of Double Dragon, and this was the best that they could come up with at the time. Remember, don't punch too early. Ah, should have jump kicked there, because then I just got stuck in between the two of them. Oh, look at that! Look at that! You can really use the bottle to your advantage. We just want to focus on jump kicking as often as possible. And learning how to use it to its maximum potential. Because the punch honestly seems to exist purely purely to trap you. So that wasn't amazing, as you may suspect. Get ready for a lot of this, screen, you know. I had to decide if I was going to play this or the Karate Kid first, and I thought, you know, there's a reasonable chance that this game winds up at least being better than the Karate Kid. Maybe I'm wrong and this will wind up being the worst thing ever, but already it at least functions, which is better than the Karate Kid. Sorry, the Karate Kid's going to be another one of those games where I just don't know if there's going to be any way that I can defend it. And, you know, maybe nobody wants it to be defended. Maybe that's not going to be a terrible piece of news for anyone. Yeah, you gotta jump kick and learn how to finesse it a little bit. Because punching, that's gonna get you nowhere in life. Okay. Oh no! Okay, yeah, so that just straight kills you. That seems like an awful thing. It seems like an even more awful thing. No, no, no. Can I... Okay. That's how you counter this area. You do have to actually wait. You can't just blindly jump kick everywhere. Oh my gosh. A bit of a brutal game, I would say. My Hero. What a name, you know, what a concept for a game. I assume it's called My Hero because we'll rescue our girl and then she'll be like, my hero, and, you know. Remember, this was before, society became progressive. This is still thoroughly in the damsel in distress era. Wow, well, I got absolutely sandwiched between two meaty fists right there. It's no choplifter, I'll tell you that much. See? See how it works here? As long as you like kind of land on them while you've got your kicking frame out, then you'll be okay. You mostly just can't afford to, like, with this sprite. Oh, come on, man. I'm just trying to make it past here, man. Yeah, in your normal idle standing position, you won't make it anywhere in life. Okay, I figured you can't even hit it when it's mid-explosion. It can't explode on you, and you can't touch the explosion, so that makes for a pretty nasty combination. What have I gotten myself into with this game? I must say, it's probably the worst looking of all the early Master System games so far, too. The larger sprites definitely kind of expose the lack of graphical fidelity. Like, at least with a game like Ghost House, they went for the more stylized, kind of more squashed sprites, and it made everything look, you know, more stylish, I guess. There's very little style in this game, you know. Alright, so apparently, even if you're in a jump kick state, you do have to actually at least be above the bottles. Or next to it. The bottle cannot land on you. This is going to be an uphill battle of an episode. Okay, we don't have to crouch there either. I may have jumped slightly too early there. I'm going to be honest. A very tough game. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who decided that their Thanksgiving would be best spent watching My Hero. Who are we kidding? It's Corona Thanksgiving year. You're all at home anyway. If you're not, well, don't get Rona. All I can tell you. I don't go out much of anywhere if I can help it. People are like, ooh, you're living in fear. I'm like, no, I'm living real annoyed that we're still dealing with this junk here. The difference between living in fear and living just mildly pissed off the entire time, you know? I like how the score just rapidly goes up as you keep moving to the right, too. Like I said, I don't think you have to crouch, but I'm gonna crouch anyway just because oh, come on now. That was uncalled for. You gotta be just perfect with your timing there. Oh, hey, yep. Oh, I was gonna say furthest we've made it, but no, then I just kind of fell down in the pit. And that was still technically the furthest that we made it, I think, though. I don't think I made it to those fires before. I could be wrong, though. You know, this game's just gonna all kind of blur together. I can already tell. That didn't work out in my favor somehow. I don't know if the game's inconsistent or if I'm just bad at it. It's probably more likely that I'm bad at it. I'm willing to, you know, look at that as being a very likely end. And then at this point you're like, well, I may as well just game over and get it over with, right? You want as many lives as you can later on in the level, you know? I don't foresee this being a particularly productive episode, but I've proven myself wrong before. Had episodes where everything looked pretty grim, only for me to come out and pull out a much better run than I had any right pulling out. I'm not going to say like, oh yeah, the greatest thing that anyone's ever seen, but you know, it's something better than I expected from myself. What frantic music we've got going on here too. That walking cycle, man. Hey, I was gonna say, survived the bottles and then got conked in the back of the head, though. This dude needs to learn how to take a hit. He is a true glass cannon. A one-punch man who can dispatch anybody with a single flying kick. But unfortunately, if he gets breathed on wrong, he himself is done for. Okay. You can't... How are we supposed to make that jump, man? That seems a little questionable to me. Don't mean to, you know, whine about it or anything, but it seemed very much like I should have made it past there. Remember, finesse your jumps. That was finessed, you know? We made it through without dying. I'd call that plenty of finesse myself. What more can you ask for besides just not dying? Oh, look at that. I thought for sure I was gonna land and get completely made a fool of, but no. There we go. Now, gotta make it past these bombs. And now this. Here we go. Yeah, you gotta be right on the edge of that to be able to make that jump properly. Look at this. I told you. We'll always make it past. Given enough time, of course, you know. Obviously, there are plenty of things we don't make it past because we only have an hour. I foresaw that coming, to be honest. 50,000 points and no one up. You want to run that by me again? Oh no, they've learned how to do it now. It's bad vibes coming here in the world of my hero. This entire game is cursed, though. So do I gotta like crouch and punch those things or something like that? Can you crouch and punch? Is that a maneuver you can do? Let's try it. Yeah. I know the story. I know. Oh ho! I see. Not that effective. Don't mess with that. Use that technique only when you need to. Only when you've got a row of homogenized bulldogs running at you. A kick so strong we send people into the stratosphere. I can't say that the game doesn't have any character. It certainly does have character. You know, it's just kind of an ugly game, and it's kind of a pain to play sometimes. But boy howdy, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Even if it's not the best thing, I'm glad to be playing it. I'm glad I know it exists. Even Super Pitfall, which, you know, was maybe the saltiest that I've been in on this channel so far. Even that, you know, hey, I gave it the old college try, and I've been made aware of its evils. Oh, look at that. Made it over that jump again, so that's spectacular news. Shit. I felt it coming on. Died too many times too early on to make anything happen there, unfortunately. But I can feel it. We will make it past those bulldogs. If I can't make it past bulldogs in, you know, 45 minutes, well then I didn't deserve it. Put it that way. I thought I jumped. But apparently not, you know. the velocity in which she kicked that bottle, you know. That's not gonna arc downwards anytime soon. It's just gonna fly right off the face of our flat Earth. I'm not a flat earther, just in case I have to make that clear. It's a gag, you know. It's merely a bit. Yo, I miss back when you could make jokes and people wouldn't call you a troll. Like, you'll make an obvious joke online, someone will be like, oh, he's trolling. It's like, I'm not trolling, I'm making a joke! For the expressed purpose of being humorous. Trolling is, saying something intentionally insightful to coax a negative reaction. It's like what? When little Timmy down the road, like, it tells you the first knock-knock joke he ever learned, you're like, wow, stop being a troll. Nah, man, you fake laugh, and you're like, ah, that was funny, kid, and then later on you go back inside and you say, that really wasn't funny. I don't like how I got punched there. I felt like he should have died to my foot. I tell you what, all the Nintendo fans out there, they were missing out, you know. They didn't get my hero. Again, I pressed the button, and it didn't go there. I know, controller tracker's off, I have no proof. Why has the controller tracker been off for so long? Because my webcam broke. Haven't gotten a new one, and it's quite... Alright, well that's on me. I should have known where I was coming up there. No complaints there. I cannot blame the game for me dying at that moment in time. But yeah, without the webcam on, you know, it feels weird having extra junk on the side. So here we are, just regular in all its full screen glory. Raw gameplay footage. It ain't flashy. The production value is virtually nil. Maybe someday, by the time I get to like the Dreamcast or something, I'll have figured out a more professional looking setup. But you know what? As long as I'm not making money off of it, I'm not a professional. Yo! Oh, come on now. Come on. You clearly gotta start your jump kick before you think you need it. It's not the worst song ever. Sure, we gotta listen to it about 1 billion times, but you know, it's... could be worse. Could be Super Pitfall. I'm gonna be talking about Super Pitfall in the year, like, 2035. That was me panicking, to be quite honest with you. All I had to do was jump forward, but, you know, I felt a little nervous about what was going on, and sacrificed everything, you know? You can feel free to rail me for that one here. Yeah, we have to actually get to the bulldogs to be able to, practice our little cha-cha maneuver on them. Yeah, cha-cha maneuver. Is that what I just said? You heard it. You heard me right. Why the silence, you may be asking? You know, I'm just trying to get through that portion of the game without taking any unnecessary deaths. Goes without saying, your chances of success go up the less you die. I know. Big facts there. See, even that death I'm not happy about. Ooh, I feel like it really spawned me into a gnarly position here as well. How do you want me to deal with that game? Ah, it puts me back here again! Sometimes it puts you ahead of the 8-ball, sometimes it says, get wrecked, nerd. Oh, okay, that's the last of it. Well, now we'll get to die in the next portion instead. And die we will. You know, it's not one of those games that's all about memorizing the patterns that the game gives you. So far, so good. When do we deal with our dog friends? I assume very shortly. Look at that! Look at that. And thus marks the furthest we've ever made it. One place start. Oh, we got a boss! We got a boss that we have no, take, it says. Oh, okay! We can take multiple hits! Still don't know what take means. But lo and behold, it's not the end of the world if we get hit. We're beating him. We're beating him. This is all you do. You see, you just spam it on him. If you try to put any effort into the fight, if you try to like fight like a thinking man, you're doomed. Look at that. Oh, we saved her. Look at, he's crying off to the sunset. And he just takes her again. Boy, you gotta be more vigilant than that. This feels very much like a similar level to what we just did. We'll have to see. Oh, never mind. There are pigs now. I'm sure we could, you know, low kick them, but I'm just gonna not tempt fate. The thugs are riding the pigs. I just want to make that clear, that that is, in fact, what's going on at this point. Now, how often do you see fires that just shoot straight up into the air? Just curious. Excuse me? I landed on him with my foot. He should be dead. He should be a dead man. It's the furthest that we made it by far, but that area, you know, that area stings a little bit. I guess that's what we're shooting for next, you know? Ah, I felt that coming. I felt it in the air. I didn't feel that one. I didn't see it coming, you know. This is the point where you just kind of forfeit the run. You say, not worth going any further with no lives left. You need to have a little something in the tank here. This game is really not generous when it comes to stocking you up with lives, may I say. I know. Cry more, baby. Cry more. Maybe I will. That's how you do it there. Gotta line them up just right. Line them up like dominoes. Did that bottle hit me? Did you even see that bottle touch my head? I'd like to file a claim for some bullshit that negatively impacted my life. If you don't mind. Alright, Bomb World. We know that things can get a little... What was I gonna say? What was I in the middle of trying to say? Don't know, because, you know, the worst thing that ever happened just happened. Okay, they're done throwing bombs. I got no lives. See if I can make it past the fires. I doubt I'm even going to make it to the dogs at this point, to be honest. If you can make it to the dogs, you can make it past the dogs, then you're pretty much there at the boss. And it's a sweet victory. At least sweet victory for level 1. Some, oh, come on. So, I'm upset that he didn't die to my kick and that I died to grazing his elbow. You know, it's gonna make you feel bad about pretty much everything when that kind of thing occurs. Had me worried for a second. I felt the sweet release of death coming towards me. Fortunately, I was wrong. We evaded death. That, however, was pretty poorly executed. Good thing we got, you know, this sweet jam to keep us company the entire game. What? That flew over my head. Wasn't supposed to graze the top of my head. What are you talking about, game? The bombs are the worst. If you can make it through them in one go, you'll be okay, but if you have to respawn there, you get the worst bomb cycles imaginable. Okay, I'm alive, for now. I'll consider that a blessing. I'll consider that awful. Alright, back to hell. Good. Wonderful. And look at that, we still have a life left. If we don't have to use it, that'll be all the better. But oh, we'll probably have to use it. Don't get ahead of yourself. Oh. Wait. Look at this! Made it past the dogs! You know what that means, boy? Yeah! Time to jump kick for days. Yeah, fill up the take bar, whatever that means. Oh, look at this. He's getting creamed. What's this, man? You're too weak. You're too pathetic. You don't know how to fight. You picked a fight with the greatest salary man in the whole country? Yeah, that's right. Cry about it. What are you gonna do? Well, that's right. You're just gonna steal my girl again because I'm the most foolish man that has ever existed. I think, oh, surely I can trust him now. I was gonna say, death is upon me. I did get 1 life for beating the boss, though. Don't think I didn't notice. So, yeah, let's go over the land of the pigs here. Whew. It may not have looked scary, but when you've got the controller in your hands, it's the kind of thing that you break out in cold sweat over. No. You don't understand. I killed you. You gotta take... I was gonna say you gotta take this guy super patient, but turns out I was wrong. Oh... He throws his balls at a different interval than you can afford to jump. It's hard to gauge what I truly feel about this game, because, yeah, it is definitely difficult. Not always in a comforting way. Is there a comforting type of difficult? Sure there is, I think. Gosh, and the game functions well enough, but I do feel like there are some portions where you feel like you shouldn't have died, or you feel like your hitbox was a little off, you know, like... It's definitely rough around the edges, and that doesn't help its case. But if you like a game that's all about playing over and over until you figure out its secrets, and by secrets I mean the general path to victory, then maybe you'll like this game. Maybe you'll like this game quite a bit. If you prefer a game that you can just kind of sit down and play through to the end without being too bothered, well, find yourself something else, my friend. Alright, we're definitely not in the clear. What'd I tell ya? What did I tell ya? The bomb part may be the worst, but I seem to get just more random, inconsistent deaths sprinkled out throughout the city portions. Like, the bombs... I die there pretty consistently. Everywhere else, though, it's like, oh, that's a new exciting place that I haven't managed to meet my end yet. But I'm still in it, you know? I'm still playing it. I'm not feeling that awful about it, so that's gotta count for something, right? We'll see how I feel by the time this episode... Gosh, that was a mess. We'll see how I feel by the time this episode is over. We'll see if I feel like placing this above or below Ghost House, because Ghost House is kind of the current low bar, which is actually a pretty good sign for the Master System as a whole, because Ghost House is not even that bad. So if that's the worst that we're dealing with right now, hey, that's pretty good. Oh, that felt very lucky. And luck had everything to do with it. We still have a life. I would have preferred to have more lives. But if we can make it through this next part without... this next part without dying, that'll be worth quite a bit. In the morale level. Sometimes some positive morale is all it takes, but that's not gonna happen. Alright. Well, let's see if we can at least make it to the boss, despite that. Dogs, that's a good sign. Shame we... I don't want to talk about that. Every other bottle, you're able to just walk right under them and make it through. Even that one in the past I've been able to, so I don't know why it was so different that time, but, you know, shame on me for feeling a little too comfortable in my own skin. So yeah, just trounce your way through. I gotta say, you know, despite me saying that the game is one of the uglier looking Master System games so far, I do like the details that they put into the city. all the buildings look very distinctly different. It does feel like you're actually walking through a town, which I'm all for little details like that, you know? The sound effects themselves, you know, they're what we would call serviceable. I'm not gonna win any major awards, probably. Unless... Oh, come on. No, 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 no. This is not where you want to be now. This is where hell turns even worse. Did you see that? I didn't know that could happen. I know now, I guess. It's not something that I ever wanted to know. Okay. Well, we went from being in a real good position to being in a real bad position with the flip of a switch, basically. See, when I say just those random little scattered deaths, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about right there. I don't know if I've fallen down one of those little fire chimneys yet. That's no good. You know, I'm gonna call a mulligan. I know. Wow, look at him, he's just giving up. Hey, when you die to like the first enemy and when every life is pretty much sacred, then yeah, you gotta accept that that's an L right then and there. Yeah. Here I go, dying again. I just heard a notification sound come from my phone that I don't think I've ever heard before, and I'm a little nervous. Oh, come on. Hold on, I gotta check it. No, it's a Snapchat notification. That explains it. I have Snapchat. It doesn't mean I use it. So when a notification for it comes in, I'm like, what was that sound? Still chugging through Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you know, in case you wanted to know, but I've also been, you know, giving myself just a little bit of time on the side to play some of the other ongoing games that I enjoy. I've been doing some Binding of Isaac runs, which, for me, Binding of Isaac, that is like one of my ultimate comfort games. It may sound like an odd choice, being that, you know, it's kind of renowned for being a difficult game, but it's one of those old, reliable games, you know. Oh, come on. The bombs. Like, Isaac will never do me wrong, we'll put it that way. Well, it does you wrong on a regular basis, you know, sometimes you'll get a run where you don't get any keys at all, you don't get any damage ups, you get all the worst items in the game, or you just get active items so you can't actually improve yourself. So, no, saying that the game will never do you wrong is a blatant lie. Oh, that was awful. I allowed that to happen, though, you know. I fostered an environment where I was able to get ganged up on. My bad. That hurts a little more, you know. But no, yes, despite the difficulty, The Binding of Isaac is just such a well-made game to where I can play it over and over and over, and I never get hurt, you know. Play a run a day keeps the doctor praying for your sanity. Alright, we're entering the back third of the video here, and we've only made it to the boss of level 1 like twice. It doesn't inspire a ton of confidence. Made it through the bombs relatively cleanly though, that counts for a lot. So, make it through here without dying now. Yeah, just demonstrate a little bit of patience. And make it through this next section. At least make it past the dogs, you know. You want to fight the boss again, get yourself a little... Get yourself a little bit of confidence. You gotta accept that death is a part of playing these old games. At the same time, you know, you need a good run every now and then to feel a little bit better. Yeah. Don't just walk under it, kick the bottle out of the way. Don't even give it the chance. And show this guy that he means nothing. I like how I get silent, like I'm concentrating super hard, like it's a super tough fight, but you know, all I'm doing is just holding left or right and spamming jump kick. Don't mind this, you know? There we go! Nailed the dome of his head with my heel. It's a beautiful sunset, by the way. Very nice background work there, given the era. I guess the backgrounds are the best looking part of this game, you know? Like, the characters don't look so great. But you look at the trees, you look at the buildings, and you're like, okay, there's some okay stuff going on here. Will we be able to make it to our arch nemesis, the ball-throwing guy? It's looking likely. You know, I don't wanna jinx this or anything. But yes, that's exactly where we will make it. And we have a few attempts here to try to do this the right way. We made it past. What? Oh. That's awful! Who did this? Oh my god, okay. The fun stops here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so things really ramp up past that point. Suffice to say. Holy cow. I'm glad we made it further, though, you know. With what little effort that was. I hope that this format works, by the way. I hope that this whole taking 1 hour and seeing how far you can go thing has some appeal to it. You know, I was thinking, like, what's a good way to just, like, showcase some of these games? And I thought, well, you know, maybe do this whole thing where you give yourself a lot of time and you see what you can achieve in that hour, you know. It's like when a new game comes out and various game sites release their, like, the first 40 minutes of X game or something like that. It's like, yeah, that usually tends to get people a little bit hyped here. Of course, with older games like this, your mileage definitely varies with how much you get in an hour. We've seen games like Breakthrough where we wound up playing through them more or less twice, just because there's not much to them. You get some other games where, oh no, you see an hour of it and, well, you've barely seen anything just because it's so difficult, you know? I thought I made it off, but nope. The death sprite. So I do hope that the 60 minutes formula has some appeal. I understand that very few people are going to watch all 60 minutes. Like, it's very possible that this entire little mini conversation I'm having with myself here just falls on deaf ears. I acknowledge that. I hate that. Can we stop with the, just nicking the back of my head? I guess it's kind of up to me to stop dying, right? You know? Hey, game being too hard? Stop being bad. There's your answer. There's the solution. The knife guys, I harbor no fear to the knife guys. They are ineffective. I may have died to one once, to be fair, but I don't even remember dying to it, so clearly, if that did happen... Can we stop with the bombs? Oh. Okay, we're past Bomb World now. Now the... I pressed it. Must have pressed it too early or too late or something like that, you know. Something happened there to where the game decided to just disrespect me. But yeah, it's a very by the book game, you know. Doesn't do a ton to innovate, unless I'm wrong, and the context of this game and when it came out actually makes it like the most incredible game of all time. But I have my sincere doubts about that. I'm not trying to disrespect my hero, you know, it's just... There were a lot of games back in the day, even going all the way into the 16-bit era, that were really basically just run right and kick some enemies until you make it past. It was a popular style of game. Less popular is that. Maybe it's very popular to you, the viewer. Maybe you crack up every time I meet my demise in that fashion. In which case, well, hey, glad I could entertain you, I think. Oh, look at that bottle action! Shoot! That was bad! How do I know it was bad? Because it happened to me. Alright. Dogs, yep. I'm out of it, man. That's a very, very simple sequence, but again, I freaked out a little bit. I started mashing the kick button faster than I should have. As such, the game got out of rhythm, and one of the dogs found its way into the river Styx and sucked me down in. I prefer to not ever watch that happen again. This is why I don't watch my own videos, you know. I don't want to relive these heinous moments. Unless I go back and watch a Xanac video and go... A Xanac video. The Xanac video and say, ah, what fine moments those were. Yeah. Kick the bottle. What am I hoping to accomplish with no lives left? I don't know, man, but you may as well. May as well give it the old college try, right? You'd think I'd learn by now that that happens. I've been killed that exact same way so many times. At least no one can say I'm not consistent, I guess. If we're gonna find the dumbest possible silver lining to our conundrum. Seriously though, who trained us in the art of combat? We are potent. You know, you may say, oh, but you die in one hit. It's like, yeah, but look how many dudes this guy gets through. And now, are we really dying, or are we just, you know, put comatose and brought to the hospital? These are the lore questions that I need answered. Yeah, I think I've died to that knife guy like once, mostly due to my own faulty platforming. There's no way to get up there! You don't have enough time! There. You really gotta rush it. But if you rush it too sloppily, then you'll just die anyway. It's a very delicate balance that you gotta maintain there. No! I felt okay until I didn't anymore. Incredibly obvious statements being made. Take me to the boss, man. That's all I want. That's how you do it, see? You space your kicks out properly, and then you look at the beautiful sunset again. Clearly, there are sprite designers who spent a lot of time on this specific screen. Although I do see a little bit of maybe a mirroring or copy-pasting going on here. So, you know, sorry, that invalidates the entire job. That fight, oddly enough, one of the easiest things in the game. Maybe the easiest thing in the entire game. Well, at least we get, you know, one life. Hooray. Imagine making it to this level with a full suite of lives. You'd feel unstoppable. Or you'd at least feel, you know, slightly more well-equipped to deal with the horrors that await you when you come to Frog Town. Shout out to everybody's favorite pig, Crispy Bacon, from one of the greatest news bloopers ever. See, I take issue with this. I clearly landed right on him while I was kicking. What kind of problem do you got with me here, game? The worst timing in the world. We made it to Frogland once, and that was it. Unless I manage to do it again. If I can manage to do that again in this run, well then, great. We'll have made it to Frogland twice. Look, I understand how bad this probably looks, but sincerely, you gotta try the game out for yourself. It's not easy. Many times you think that you've just cracked the code, and then the game decides, nah man, you're dead. Then you gotta deal with the music just making fun of you the whole time too. That, see, that I could have done a little bit better. I could have executed that more properly. This is a game I want to see a tool-assisted speedrun for. Where's my hero Taz? Shouldn't have tried to jump it. I thought that I could have, but turns out that was a grave mistake. Yeah, really styling on them. When you can, like, piece together a good run, it feels great, you know? You're like, aha, I figured it out. But consistency is the key, and I just don't have that. Which, again, is pretty much completely my own fault, but right there I felt like, I want to blame the game, but it's probably my own fault, you know? I probably messed that up legitimately. Blaming the game is the easy way out. It's the coward's way out. It's like when you're doing real badly in a multiplayer game and you're like, oh, the lag, man, the lag. And everyone else is like, alright. I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. And then we got to the bombs again. This is the worst section in the entire level! See right there. Did you hear that? Did you hear the jump kick sound effect? I should have jump kicked and therefore killed the guy in front of me who punched me in the face. But instead, his punch connected and I died. I'm not saying it's some conspiracy, but let's be real, birds are not real. Again, you heard it, right? See, let's hear that sound effect. That's the sound effect. I certainly heard that when I died, but it prioritized my death over my triumph. Just want you all to know that jumping over that knife, I wasn't even looking at the screen. You know, I'm achieving maximum capacity for this game. Unfortunately, my maximum capacity for my hero is still pretty low capacity overall. It's okay, I guess. You know, the game is simply more powerful than I am. There's no shame in admitting that every now and then. We can't all be the greatest gamer of all time. Matter of fact, only one person can be. And we may never know who that is because video games are an incredibly wide-reaching medium. He who is good at Pac-Man may not necessarily be good at StarCraft 2. That's what we need to have. There has to be some, like, mixed gaming tournament of some kind where everybody competes in a number of different genres of games and sees, alright, who truly is the best? Who... Okay, we made it past. Who accomplishes the most in as many different fields as possible, and then it will crown the best gamer. And you can make it an annual thing, you know. I think that'd make for a fun tournament. You'd of course have to, you know, find an objective metric to measure people's performance on, which, you know, in older arcade games is easy. It's the score. But then you get shooters and stuff, and then it becomes a little, maybe even a little more subjective at times, and you say, okay, well, we don't know how to measure this. You say, well, dang man, you're the tournament organizer. It's your job, figure it out. That's right, it's my idea, and I'm just gonna put all that responsibility on someone else. Dogs, please, thank you. What sick man sent their dogs to attack me? One more boss fight before this video ends, you know? Shame I only got to ever fight him at the end of one level because I couldn't even make it past level 2! Oh, gosh. It's a tough game. I don't mean to, you know, keep making excuses. It just is. Oh no, he hit me once. Whatever will I do? I'll do that. And then we teleport to the middle of the screen, and it's a beautiful, wonderful time. And we see the same thing that we've seen happen about 100 times. Not even close to 100. I've only fought him a few times. Well, with that death, that's time. That is 1 hour of my hero. The 5th launch title for the Sega Master System. You know, a bit of a dinky little game. Certainly functions fine, plays all right. You know, all about pattern recognition. But I felt like, you know, sometimes It could just be me being bad, but it felt a little bit inconsistent at times. The bomb section especially, sometimes I made it through there, sometimes I game overed there, and, you know, I don't know. It just felt like there was something a little bit off. But, be that as it may, it was okay. Don't know if I'd clamor at the opportunity to play it again. That doesn't mean I'll never touch it again. It's not a game that offended me so much to where I'm going to swear it off forever. But, yeah, that's what you get. Join me tomorrow for the final Sega Master System launch game, Teddy Boy. You thought My Hero was a heck of a name. Boy, Teddy Boy. I don't even know what to expect, so we'll see you then.